Welcome to the Good Ride. So I want to talk to you quickly about the GoPro El Grande. I've been riding the Hero 7 lately, and finally replaced my Sony. I miss my Sony in a lot of ways because the colors are just, the color science on the Sony was so much better. It was just so plug and play. I hit the, whatever the basic setting was, give me like Sony color or whatever it was, and it worked. The GoPro Hero 7 requires some editing afterwards. I usually apply a LUT to it and ride it in flat, and I'm constantly having trouble getting the right reds and stuff like that. But, my red jacket looks orange, and it's very hard to fix. But, despite all that, it's a great camera, and I've been playing around with different poles. And this is the El Grande. It is one super big pole. It's super girthy. I almost feel like I'm trying to compensate for something here, but it's far out enough to where I can film myself and you can see almost my whole body when I'm filming, and that's great, and I love that. And I love how strong and sturdy it is, but what I don't like is when you don't want to use the pole and you want to put it in your pocket like this. It sticks out, and sometimes you get on the chair and you have that awkward oh, excuse me, pardon me, no, I'm not excited to meet you on the chair. It's kind of big, ugly, and awkward when you're not using it. When you're using it, it's amazing. And in comparison to some other poles that I've used, they're like this size, and they don't stick out nearly as much and extend almost to the same length. Like one that I have, I forget its name, extends out 36 inches instead of 38. But it's much smaller, it's less sturdy, and it just doesn't have the strength. I can fall, and when I fall on those small cheapy poles that are like 20 bucks, they're done. It's like throw them away and get another one. Where this GoPro El Grande seems to be able to take some, take a licking. But look at this head. It's so cool. It you can flip it around, you can film yourself, and that works really well. And then you have this attachment up top. You've got this GoPro attachment right here that just kind of pops in and out. And these days, since I moved to Mount Bachelor, I haven't been riding with a lot of friends. I'm meeting new people. I'm so I ride by myself a lot. So you see a lot of this. And I love that I can do this. But in the rare occasion that somebody else is here, we can just loosen this up, turn it around super quick, and away we go. So the other thing I like, there's an attachment here. If you want to just take this off, maybe find an attachment for a regular cell phone and do selfie kind of stuff, you can put a little tripod on the bottom, and that works very well. So there you have it, the GoPro El Grande. I'm kind of torn between whether I should keep it or not. I wish it was shorter and had, instead of, it's like that game of strength versus compactness. I'd love to have, like an extra pole here, so it compacts a little shorter, because I love everything about this pole except for that. It's just so big. It's just hard to find a place to put this when you're not using it. So there you have it, the GoPro El Grande.